I woke up and she had my phone in her hand, reading everything. Why are you on my phone? You don't trust me with your phone? Then she started crying, and I felt bad, so I said nothing. She crossed the line, but I let her. I called it love. She started watching everything I did, so I stopped liking posts. I stopped going out, and I stopped talking to girls I'd known for years. She smiled more, so I kept going. I stopped laughing. I stopped being me. She had another breakdown. Said I was all she had. I told her it's okay, and she said just please don't leave me, so I didn't. Not because I loved her, but because I liked being needed. She gave me every red flag, and I ignored them all. She controlled me with fear, but I called it love. But it wasn't love. It was me, scared to be alone. You thought it was love. The spark, the obsession, the need, but it wasn't. It was a chemical high. Your brain can't tell the difference between real love and emotional danger, at least not at first. That's why the person who made you anxious, confused, and lonely could also feel like the one. It sounds twisted, right? Well, that's kind of because it is. But it's how the brain works when infatuation takes over. When you got close to them, your brain released a flood of chemicals, dopamine and serotonin. This is the same cocktail that you get from cocaine. Your brain lit up like a jackpot machine, excitement and fantasy. That spark you felt, that was dopamine, not destiny. The rush when they texted you back, also dopamine. That panic when they didn't, that's dopamine withdrawal. Infatuation isn't connection, it's a loop. Reward, crash, repeat. When you're hooked, your brain changes how you see them because you don't notice red flags. You edit them. Controlling behavior becomes care. Silence becomes mystery, rudeness becomes passion, and emotional distance becomes a challenge. Your brain doesn't want truth, it wants more dopamine. So it shows you only the parts that you feel good about, even if it's a lie. That's not love, that's emotional Photoshop. But what happens when they pull away? When they don't text back? When you feel ignored? It's withdrawal. Your brain panics without its fix, and you start overthinking, overchecking, over-apologizing. You become smaller just to stay close. This is what addiction looks like. Now let me ask you this. Did you forget yourself trying to keep them? Did you minimize the things that hurt? And did you feel safe, or did you feel anxious? Real love doesn't confuse you. It doesn't make you guess. It doesn't leave you on red just to keep control. Real love is loving you for you, not controlling you. Real love feels calm. It gives you space to be yourself. You don't have to perform or chase. You're not afraid to say what you need, and you feel safe enough to speak. Love doesn't pull you out of your life. It grows next to you. So you want to know if it's love or an illusion. Well, ask yourself, do I feel more like myself with them or less? Can I list 5 real flaws they have? Not they work too hard or they're bad at texting, but real imperfections. Do I feel peace when we're apart or panic? Am I still living my life or am I just living for them? Now, if you can't answer these with honesty, then you're not in love and you're in a trap. But here's the good news. Infatuation isn't a weakness, it's a survival instinct. Your brain thought it was protecting you, however, you can rewire that. First, spend time alone without distraction. Sit in the silence for just 5 minutes a day. This is teaching your nervous system that alone doesn't mean abandoned. Secondly, write down what they actually did to you. They ignored your boundaries and they called you sensitive. Seeing facts in black and white breaks the fantasy spell. Third, set goals for your day. Make a meal, text a friend, go for a walk with no headphones. These tiny acts rebuild the purpose you abandoned for this fantasy. And finally, let the anger come. If it shows up, let it rise. Anger isn't hate, it's your boundaries waking up. You don't need chaos to feel alive. You don't need pain to feel bonded. Love doesn't steal your voice, it listens to it. So next time you feel that spark, ask yourself, is this real or just a fantasy? Because not everything that feels like love is good for you. And peace is love that lets you breathe. Now, if you learned something from this video and want to show a little appreciation, hit the subscribe button. Let's connect together and learn to be a better version of ourselves.